starting to stream on YouTube and starting to stream on Twitch. Hang on. My microphone seems to be a bit loud. Alright. Oh, whoops. Sorry, my dear.
Huh?
I'm starting the stream now.
No, I heard you. Fine.
Alright. Thank you.
I love you so much.
Alright. No, I'm not late at all. What are you saying? Rice is already here saying we watch a whole documentary waiting for you. I'm so sorry, mate. Very well, it's okay. You're just working on Africa time? Yes. Yes, I am. Whoops. Alright. I was very reckless right now. Didn't do a sound check beforehand. Okay. Should be the right. It's time, indeed. Why is the mic so loud? The one time I don't do a sound check, my mic is acting up. So how's this? This better? My god. Hang on. Finding a sweet spot right now. Alright. Bruh. Alright, Tricky and the Rice are already here. Welcome, welcome to the painting stream. I hope the music also comes through. I'm quite happy with today's selection. Even though I'm a 90-year-old man, I have a Lego Christmas calendar. Hey, nice. I mean, that's the life.
Hell yeah.
Hello in the background.
Hello. That's fun.
Yes, the sponsor of today's stream, my girlfriend. Thank you very much to everybody joining the stream, and of course my lovely girlfriend who made all of this possible. Alright guys, very excited. Very excited to paint this guy. The first day of the Christmas month, December, opening up the first store. We are blessed with a sweet Dark Angel Hellblaster model. Oh my gosh, Big Daka. Oh yeah. Very sleek, very cool. I think I say this I say this every time I paint a Space Marine, but I'm pretty sure that this is actually my first like normal Space Marine that I'm going to paint. So yeah. He came in this little box, in this little pouch that my girlfriend hung up for me. Of course, you already saw that in the short, probably. I read all of your comments, very nice. We can hear your thoughts. Okay. That's so loud. Okay, a little bit quieter then. What is going on? I don't change my setup in between streams. And yet, every time, I need to readjust something. Alrighty. Please let me know if this is alright. I tone it down a little more. Alright. Right. I was debating for quite a long time how we would go about painting this guy. And at the end of the day I decided to just, why not paint him in the classic green wing style. I don't want, we can do all sorts of fancy things. Maybe later on, who knows what the advent calendar will bring us. But I thought we should start with just some classic painting scheme. Purple? No! We're not going to paint him purple. This guy is a proper Dark Angel Marine. A Dark Angel Primaris even. I was very glad to see these nice pauldrons, god damn. This is nice. Alright. What do I need? Oh yeah, I need this. So, first up, I'm going to mix up a very dark green tone, using, of course, as it is so fitting, Caliban green, Mornfang brown, and a little bit of black. Girlfriend giving you a sympathy sub? What do you mean by that? Sympathy? No, my girlfriend genuinely enjoys my content. She's actually a very big Warhammer fan herself. And enjoys everything. Kevin Lopez says, do you ever paint all the parts before assembling, gluing? I haven't done that for a very long time. I used to do that back in the olden days, when assembling, like, for example, some High Elven Spearmen for Warhammer Fantasy. But I haven't done that for a very long time because, you know, not all miniatures are as simple to build as, you know, regular High Elven Spearmen, so that's my main reasoning behind that. And I even think, like, when was the last time I built a miniature after painting the individual parts? Or like a individual part? Can't even remember, so it has to be a long time. Trigger the clown, I'm a member. Shh. The guy above me is mean. I have a mouth and I'm a scream. Oh no. You also have a finger and you must like the stream, how about that? Very glad to see all of you here. This is a very awful green, hang on. We are being accompanied today by some nice Christmas music made by the one and only Jay Schlatt. So, hope you guys like that. Yes. The painting scheme I want to do today is I don't want to give them just the regular, you know, grass green that the Dark Angels are known for in many artworks and in their official codex and stuff. Rather, I want to go with more of a forestry approach. So, more like olive green tones and, you know, more drab colors. Very intrigued to see how that'll turn out. I was debating for a long time how to paint him, but again, as I said in the beginning of the stream, I think some nice, you know, the regular color scheme is quite nice. What chapter is this, Marine? What in the mushroom brown? Yeah. So this is just the darkest color. That sounds like a raptor, not gonna lie. I know what you mean. I just saw a nice fan art today because I was looking for inspiration, and that's how I ended up, you know, deciding on that kind of green tone. We'll see how it works out. I just don't really like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like the original color scheme of the Dark Angels as they are in 40k, and I don't like them in the Horus Heresy either. It's just, you know, I do want to try it, and it is law accurate, so I don't know. Maybe we can do something with it. What else do we have? What chapter is this, Marine? The Marine is a Dark Angel, as you can see by the nice pauldron right here. And what paint is this? This is currently a mixture of Caliban Green, Mournfang Brown, and just regular Hobby Shop acrylic black. Though, you know, it is very brownish right now. But this is basically the first layer of, you know, what we're trying to achieve in the end. I'm also going to go very heavily into the on the insignia and everything that's like cool about a Space Marine. I really want to paint him like a proper knight in some sort, even though he doesn't sport the regular Dark Angel cowl and hood, you know, the Dark Angel robe. So that's going to be very interesting to look out for. You dare this, my god, Dark Angels? Also, my girlfriend made a kick-ass dinner. Shout out to her. Alright. Shout out to Rice's girlfriend. I need that backpack. Yeah, you sure? This is the Hellblaster backpack as far as I'm concerned. So we got the regular backpack here, the power pack, and then the energy cell for the plasma weapon on top of that. Very interesting to build, especially without a guide, because my girlfriend was so, you know, sweet and kind to cut all of the pieces out as she did the advent calendar. As you guys saw in this in the short, this guy didn't come on a sprue. He was already disassembled, already cut out, and so I had to guess because I didn't want to look up the miniature. Had to guess where everything belonged, but thankfully, after roughly 11 or 12 years in the hobby, I kinda do know what a Space Marine looks like. But yeah, I'll try to get this guy, give this guy some color very quickly, so you guys can actually see something. The circle should show the plasma in the back. Oh yeah? Oh, you mean this one? So like a glass window almost. Girlfriend says you are painfully German. In a good way? What does she mean by that? And why did you get censored, by the way? So weird. Is the word German derogative now? Derogatory? Excuse me? I hope she doesn't mean my accent. That would be so... so sad. Yes, says Tricky. Excuse me? Anyways, guys, it's Monday, so usually... I asked this question on Tuesday, but how is your week so far? That was her subbing? Oh! Thank you very much. That's very nice. Thank you very much. I'm very glad to see that. I hope you... Oh, hang on, by the way. Don't have anything. Oh. Now you guys can see me better. Hello, hello. It's cold and snowing in the Midwest? Oh, really? For us, it's still like very autumny. So, nothing too crazy down here. Up here. Yet. Though the car was very much covered in ice today. But yeah, thanks for subbing. I hope you like what you'll see here and don't only sub for the sympathy. Ooh, will I have a good Christmas? Will I have a good Christmas? I don't know. Have you been a good boy? Yeah. Omniscience Wings has already some snow coming down on him. That's very cool. That's too much water. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to get some contrast immediately, some 3D elements. We'll see how well that'll go. Way too stark. But, you know, I'm happy to experiment today. This is such a cool miniature, and I think it's only proper that I do something very cool and inspired with what my girlfriend gave to me. Santa will ask Oju? Oh, Skane. I don't know that Reddit thread. Santa will ignore you being late, I'm sure. I'm teasing. Yeah, I hope Santa will ignore me being late, because as you know, as a German, that is a capital offense. Being not being punctual. So, yeah, I hope German Santa will forgive me. Thankfully, though, I'm in a part of Germany where Krampus isn't a thing, so I won't get whooped on Christmas Day. The worst thing that can happen is just some coal, a lump of coal. Alright. I know what you mean, though. The foresty giraffe green is a lot more... like, immediately hints to this guy being a raptor than more than anything. But yeah. I hope to see some snow in the during the winter time. It's very hit or miss in northern Germany. Either we got some or we pretty much have like late summer weather going on. Well, summer by North German standards. Camouflage looking? Yeah, yeah. But I think that's okay. I will take some Caliban green, darken it down a little bit, and try to find like an intermediary color. Alright, alright. Get 10,000 10,000 pigeons. Eat this man. Let me quickly just... it's already as bright as it'll get. Damn it. Hang on. I'll be right back. Is actually okay? Huh? What sound is that? Alright. Does it work? It works. So, there we go. Now you guys can see a little bit more. Below you guys snowing, meanwhile our roads are melting. Dang. I mean, hey. Tricky is also melting apparently. Why is that? Where are you from that you are melting right now? There we go. By the way, I don't have the Discord set up. I did do some rudimentary server building. And now we'll just have to see, like, I'll give Inquisitor one more day to show up. And if he doesn't, I'll go live with the Discord that I created, basically. It would be a little bit of a shame, but you know, I don't want to leave you guys waiting for too much longer. I see the vision with the paint now. Nice. Good thing. Good. Can't speak because of dead. Oh no. Really, is it that bad? Are you melting that badly? Is Master Inquisitor die? I don't know. I hope not so. I hope not. Though again, you know, like this might sound a little bit parasocial, but the last time he was on, he basically said that he did fall on some quite hard times. And after that, I haven't seen him anymore in the chat or like under a video commenting or something. So again, it might sound a little bit parasocial, but I am kind of worrying a bit about him. Comes back as a servo school. No, it's cold, it's melting. What? It's so cold, it's melting. Now we'll take some... We'll basically have to mix up our own Lauren Forest, which I don't have. Well, I do have, but, you know, it dried up. So that's always nice. So we'll take some Auroch flesh and mix it up with the Castellan green from earlier. To try and get a good mid-tone. Hang on. Let me mix it up real quick. No? What? What happened, Tricky? I must say I was stunned. Yesterday, basically the way that my girlfriend set everything up, because, you know, we do live in the same apartment, in the same room, because it is only a one-room apartment. And the way she set it up basically was like, she told me that she was hungry, and when I offered to make her something, she requested like a grilled cheese sandwich, basically, which, you know, with like some special instructions, you know, keeping me tied up for a little while. And while I was preparing the dinner in the kitchen, which is like a very small separate room, she took out nail and hammer and hammered in some nails into our wall right here to hang up the advent calendar she made. Very, very cool. I didn't think anything of it until I saw it, and then I was completely stunned. I didn't expect that at all. It's dried up, yeah. Unfortunately. Grilled cheese, says Rice. quill tree. Quill trees, Uwu. And Bash is also here, saying good evening and a great thumbnail. Thank you very much. Is the landlord okay with that? I think he doesn't care as long as we cover up the holes when we leave, right? But yeah. The walls in our apartment are very, like, they are, you know, still some proper brick walls, more or less, you know, proper German brick walls. But, like, some of the walls are just really porous, or I don't know how to say it, so the material basically crumbles away if you try to hang anything up. So we had quite a few times that we tried to, for example, nail a shelf to the wall, and after a, you know, bit of time, the shelf just came down by its own, simply because the nails wouldn't hold it in place. Because of the material of the wall, basically like almost tofu drag style, right? That was kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm surprised she had to get the big nails out for this one. Bang, bang, bang. Landlord? Probably nothing. Yeah, he doesn't live in the same building, not even really in the same city, so he didn't hear it. Though this apartment has entirely different, like entirely other problems than just the purest walls, so... This is South Africa, we only have brick? Oh, right. I mean, at least that'll give you some stable walls, won't it? But yeah. Today's stream is a little bit later than usual because I was busy. Oh shit, Legionary Decanus is here saying Merry Christmas with a 30 shekel super chat. Holy shit, okay, thank you very much, Legionary Decanus. Good to see you here. A little bit early for Merry Christmas, no? Only the 1st of December, but yeah, Merry Advent time to you. Glad to see you here, and thank you very much for the super chat. Very cool. Nails in a wall hurts my soul, not gonna lie. I worked as a contractor at some point, LMAO. Oh yeah, really? Dang. But yeah, I also don't like to do it that much. Especially not in these walls, right? So whenever I hammer a nail in the wall, it better be somewhat permanently. But it's, you know, when the advent time is over and the calendar has to come down, I think we'll just hang up some pictures. After all, I am an art student, so should get to that rather quickly. Jinx, you owe me a soda. Kevin says, in the part of Mexico where my family is from, there are a lot of clay-built houses. Clay, really? Like, properly? Oh, Legionary Decanus says, trying to focus on my Necron army while the Bone Reapers outside my window tempting is making me nuts. Dang. I mean, Bone Reapers and Necrons, yeah, I remember. We did already establish that you had definitely a theme for a type for your miniatures, don't you? But yeah, interesting clay buildings though. In Germany we do have like the Fachwerkhäuser, right? Those are not necessarily made from clay, but like, you know, the wooden beams and in between, at least originally, was like straw with like clay over it, right? To close that off, yeah. I like my spooky scary skeletons creeping down my spine. Oh really? Yes, quite splendid, sips tea. Beautiful color, indeed. Oh yeah, really? You think so? So far it's really rough, but I do want to try to do a lot of wet blending today to get to a hopefully smooth finish. Which is also why I'm moving it so rapidly. You wanna know what's kind of tragic? The music that's currently playing is was sung by Jay Schlatt last year. This is his deluxe version. And back then I did actually order the vinyl plate from him, and it never arrived. It's been a year now and it never arrived. And I've unfortunately been too busy and like too caught up with other things that I always forgot to, you know, send a mail to customer support. So I guess now after a year I probably will neither see the plate nor my money back, which is rather unfortunate. Oh, whoops. I still have 20 Grey Knights to finish at some point. Oh yeah? I can actually join you now. I do have some Grey Knights up as well. I wanna give these guys like some nice effects. And once those are done, I do wanna make a little bit of a giveaway. You know, for Christmas. One, you know, one legionary per giveaway basically. So you guys could have a chance to win something. Just want to share a little bit of the Christmas spirit. And you know, I've been owning these guys for quite a while now, and haven't really done anything with them. I use them mostly for like Crusader proxies for my guard army. But Crusaders have been phased out more or less, so you know, I don't really have a use for them anymore. Oh, so much chatting, holy shit. Is my memory foggy, or the building in Germany are kinda grey? The buildings in Germany? Well, it depends where you are, right? We do have some very colorful buildings, especially Fachwerk. For a commission, dude, that sucks, that's awesome AF merch. Oh yeah? Did anybody get censored again? Because that sounds kind of like out of topic. I think I take way too long to paint my miniatures. I mean, me too, right? I am the 16th courier, fear me. Or are you playing Fallout on the side? Corey Spofford says paint faster. Alright, I'm sorry. As you command. As you command. So, a little bit more of a light reflex here. Basically, the way that we're trying to paint these guys is very similar to the Rotmeyer Creed goons that we painted a couple of months ago now already, dang. Wanna hear a secret? Haven't finished them either for now. Always something else going on. So much going on. But you are sharing. I do all my painting in subassembly. Really? You are? Yo! I just talked about this a little bit earlier, that I haven't done that in like ages. Like the last time I did that probably like properly was for Warhammer Fantasy Battles for like High Elven Spearmen. That was like the last time I painted like at least an entire miniature in subassembly, right? Dang. Haven't done that in ages, man. But glad that it works out for you, man. I made a Space Marine Blood Angel chapter, the Seraph's Vigil. Nice name. I'm still struggling with the official name for my own Space Marine chapter, though the Celestial Spears, as like a working title, still has at least somewhat of a nice ring to it, right? At least I hope so. How many miniatures do you have in your pile of shame? Oh, brother. 500, maybe more. From the dinkiest spearman regiment to like a proper knight contingent. Yeah, I'm cooked. That's why I really try to make this like hopefully like a little bit of a full or at least part-time thing, you know, this YouTube channel, so I can actually get enough time to get all of them done, right? If I was to like not buy any miniatures now until everything is painted, I think I'd still have enough material for like years to feed YouTube. I got over 10k in my pile. That is dollar amount. Oh right, dollar amount. Was about to say, bro. But dang, that's also a nice pile of shame that you got there. Hot dang. Hot damn. Hot diggly damn. 500? Oh, I feel better. Yeah. That's pretty much only the high elves, though. I do plan on doing like a pile of shame drinking game for the end of this or the beginning of next year. So I basically want to have a review at all of my miniatures that I have in my pile of shame. And for every miniature that I don't remember, I have to take a shot. I have to drink a shot. I got no pile of shame, only unfinished painted models. Unfinished painted models, hey. Dry brushing really helps with speed, and if you know what you're doing, it comes out almost as good as glazing. Oh yeah, definitely. Though, you know, I'm taking these... You know, I'm trying to always kill as many birds with one stone as I can. And, very weird to say that proverb in this order, though. And so as my art diploma is coming up and I do have to paint, like, more paintings, I'm trying to basically apply what I would do on the canvas to these miniatures to basically get some more training in, right? Yep. And some jazz now. Yep. You'll be forgetting pretty quick. Oh yeah. The funny thing is I did that once before, but the alcohol didn't work. I drank like 20 shots and I was still able to form like regular coherent sentences and move on with the video. So I'm not sure if like the alcohol I drank was like too little, like not strong enough or something or whatever. Yeah. Definitely need to work on that. You have to do that with orcs, says Omnisire Sphinx. Regarding what? I'm just basically going now through all of the chat messages that I've missed, for which I'm quite sorry for. But yeah, we've got some amazing, an amazingly big audience today. Very nice, thank you very much. Not strong, you would have been out at 20. That's what I thought, right? I mean, it was, I think, like 20% or something. So, like, not like the hardest of liquors, but still stronger than like beers or wine or something, right? But yeah, it did nothing. Pathetic. Do 6.5 shots of tequila and I'm in danger. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what I drank back then, I do need to get something stronger. I think I'll have to drink like some classic German liquor, maybe. Maybe like some Jägermeister, right? Or something from my hometown, like a nice Sanddorngrog or something. I think Sanddorn would be rather nice. Wouldn't be able to tell you what that is in German, in English though. Though it is one of my favorite alcohols. A nice Sanddorngrog to keep the cold away. So I'm painting a Celestial Spear Terminator for my next project, chat. Oh, a Celestial Spear Terminator. I do want to get to my Celestial Spears as well. The thing is, I do want to kind of introduce him with like a proper video, painting a Phobos Marine Lieutenant, and I just haven't gotten around to that. That's the reason why there's such a big holdup. Me just wasting time, basically. But that sounds awesome, man. I've been 19 years sober. Couldn't be me. Had my first sip of alcohol when I was like 12. Just monitor what you drink. I've seen very bad things happen when people drink too much. Oh no, definitely. Like I'm not overdoing it. And I'm already very resilient thanks to my family. We all like to drink, but like we don't drink too much. You know, my girlfriend and I sometimes joke around, saying like, "Oh, my alcoholic liver can get anything," like, you know,
What?
along those lines. My girlfriend's just like, "What? What are you saying?"
What are you talking about?
Our drinking habits. I'm talking about our drinking habits.
You mean your family?
she clarifies. I mean my family's. All right. Yeah. Yeah, but again, you know, it's not like we overdo it or something.
How did that topic even occur?
Don't mind it, my dear. The only thing with beer that I had was drinking a half small plastic cup of beer and then by mistake cleaning my brush with the cup of beer. Ugh. That sounds awful though. I'm not the biggest fan of beer. I do enjoy a good beer, but that sounds a little far. Cleaning my toothbrush in beer. Ugh. There we go. As a casual bartender, yes. I love cocktails, rum, tequila, wine, and specific whiskey. By the way, man, you've been a contractor, you've been a part-time bartender, what did you say? Casual bartender. Are you like Batman, so you're like well-versed in anything? Or Scrooge McDuck? What are you doing? I mean, it's awesome that you do so much, but you know, still, I'm baffled. What would beer do to a painting brush? Shall I find out? I won't find out today, though. A reminder to make a glass window in the backpack to see the plasma. Oh yeah, okay. You want to see the plasma, right? I'll do that then. So, like nice, some nice highlights everywhere. This shouldn't be, by the way, the greenest color that this matcher will end up with. I'm thinking of, again, like, much like the Rotmeyer Creed, that we should go all the way into the beige area almost. Wouldn't it be funny if I, like, spent so much time wet blending this pauldron right here, for it only to end up completely different, like a different color or something? Dude, I should just list all my experience. Is the iconography going to be white or bone? Interesting question. I think I'll just... that's an interesting question. Maybe just like some light red. Maybe I need to just look up the reference image that I had earlier. And I'll see what he did there. I mean, I did do the pauldrons in such a nice green tone now. I probably should have left them black or something. I don't know. Well, you know, I can't really imagine this guy being the only Hellblaster that we're going to paint in the next couple of weeks, so... Or the only Dark Angel for that matter. So, maybe with the next one I'll do a different iconography, just keeping this guy really green. Proper member of the Green Wing. What did I miss? Do I have everything? Yes, okay, I do. Yes. So, there we go. Some more Orc flesh. My girlfriend and I watched The Hobbit yesterday again. Like, we re-watched it. And I do love that movie, don't get me wrong. dang, is it long. Like, even the theatrical release is very long. I'm not used to those kind of lengths for movies anymore. That was like, whew. And there's also happening, like, there's so much happening. Oh gosh, Rice is about to list all of his experience. But at least then I'll know what that man has done. Wait, he just still does kind of look like a raptor, doesn't he? Good thing that we're not done with him yet. I think Dark Angels do have a little bit of a weird color scheme. I think like they have this weird green tone going on. I always wondered why they've got it in the first place. I mean, they are the Dark Angels, not the Green Angels. Though I'm pretty sure it has to do with like their homeworld being Caliban, right? The forests of Caliban and everything. Pretty sure that's it. That being said, them having to share their primary color with the salamanders, or being like completely like clad in black armor, if you paint them in like the Legion style, I don't know, both colors don't really suit them well. Okay, what else? So get this plate a little bit brighter in the back. Just a little bit. Here as well, like we don't have to have the contrast be too harsh. Like a nice mid-tone would do us loads of good. Very good. Oh my gosh, they put the Hobbit in Warhammer40k. What? Do you mean like rattlings or what? What do your Elvies see? My Elvies? Well, of course. I see them taking the hobbits to Isengard. My Elvies do see a quite the nice paint job coming together. I think today might be one of those days where I'm just cooking, which would be very nice. Great way to start the week. I'm very intrigued how this is all gonna go down for the Advent time. If I really can manage to stream every day. Which would be hilarious, because when I started YouTube, you know, it took me like 1 month or something to make a video. Very similar to now, not gonna lie. But back then the videos weren't half as good. And I think one day I made like videos like 2 weeks apart. Like I started doing that, and then during one of those videos I was like, dang, two weeks a video, that's way too quick, that's way too stressful for me, I'm not gonna continue doing that. Only for the Cursed City to come out and me doing like 3 videos a week. To try and get these tutorials out as quickly as I can. And now, a couple of days ago, I was basically commenting under a streaming schedule of a friend of mine. More or less like, hey, wow, that's like streaming like thrice a week, that's crazy. Or like 4 times a week, that's crazy. I couldn't imagine doing that myself. And now I'm here streaming, like trying to stream every day. So yeah, it's always when I say, I couldn't imagine doing that I find myself doing it. Which I'm quite happy about, you know, don't get me wrong. I hope also you guys don't get fatigued by all of these streams. That's like my main concern. If that happens, I'll stop. Not during the Advent time, but after that. I'll return back to the once or twice a week. Part 1 experiences. Shop assistant, delivery driver, customer support. In quotations, hell, dang. In parentheses, I think they're called, right? Assistant shop manager, salesman, professional body piercer. Really? I have a genuine certificate, dang. Bartender and a runner, holy shit. Thrice? I don't usually hear that word used. Yeah. I use it. I like to use it though. The thing is, I learn English by basically, you know, watching English shows, learning, like watching English YouTube videos. And then if I like a phrase, I'll just copy it for my own usage. So, sometimes I do basically quote, like, for example, YouTubers word for word, because I just like the phrase that they used. Like, very, very specifically, I do quote them, like, word for word. And that's just because of the way that I learn English. I don't know. That's why I use thrice. Because Soviet Womble used it in one of his videos a couple of years ago. At least not in the US of A. Yeah. It is more of a British term. I mean, he is British, though, so that's why he used it. Alright! And now I'll take some, for my last trick, I'll use some, I think like Xandri dust. We don't have to go all the way to Ushabti Bone. But I'll use some Xandri dust mixed with Orok flesh to get the last green tone for the very brightest highlights. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. I think that's quite nice. Part 2, waiter and training. Also hell, basic barista training, contractor, carpenter, workshop assistant, shelf stock taker, and at the moment I'm doing packing, products and orders. I think that's everything. Damn, man. Are you like 50 years old? How do you manage to fit that much? Like, how do you do so much? And of course, casual artist and intermediate model painter. Oh yeah, of course. Can't forget that. Quite successfully though as well, right? I don't mean to criticize your technique, it may just be the video quality, but the screen's supposed to be that splotchy. Oh yeah, it is. I do like the rougher finishes on my miniatures. And it's also a little bit due to the fact that this is I'm doing this on stream. And to keep it interesting, I'll just move very quickly from one part to the next, which might result in a little bit more very rough finish. And, of course, as I said before, as an art student with his diploma coming up, I do basically paint these miniatures. Like, I've officially tended to, now turned to painting my miniatures very similar to the way I paint, like, with oil and other media, which results in, like, these splotchy painting techniques, basically. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Hello, Merry Christmas, says A-Pond Gaming. Hang on. A-Opened Gaming. Is that correct? Merry Christmas to you as well. Thanks for checking in. Glad to have you here. And of course, yeah, okay. Write this down, oh yeah? Think. Okay, it is a little bit too bright though. I'll do need to go in with like the lighter green that we used last to dull this back down a bit. But yeah. I have become quite fond of this like illustrative kind of finish that we get, as if this guy came straight out of a sketchbook. Dang. Sometimes I do just stumble over my words, don't I? Backpack window. Yeah. Hold your horses, man. I'll get to it. Most of what I've done hasn't lasted more than a few months. However, my current job I intend to sticking around for a few years, as the work environment is very good. Nice. Dang, wouldn't have thought that in like packing and packaging. Very cool. Calm down, lad. Nah, it's like again, it's not it's not too bad. But yeah, the window is like more of one of those finishing touches, right? I can't help but think the paint scheme may look like a Plague Marine. Yeah, Not gonna lie, I do see that as well now as I'm going along with it. I thought I just could keep it cool, but yeah, you got me there. Well, there probably is a reason why the Dark Angels have to use their rich green, don't they? But well, again, we'll see, we'll keep going. And if something is bothering us, we'll just make it different. As long as we'll keep using thin coats, that should be of no problem at all. Now it looks more like the Raptors than Plague Marines, honestly. Yeah, really? And I see that Rice and Tricky are having a standoff, more or less. Alright. Hang on, and I need some of that green as well again. Just find that mid-tone. And then go a bit darker here. Proper wet blending here, dang. Alright. Alright. That's too dark. Pull a little bit of that lightness down. Of that lighting. Yeah, roughly like this. What I said at the start of the stream. Oh yeah? Man, I'm tired. I should go to sleep. Happy holidays, everyone. Alright, Legionary. See ya then. And again, thank you very much for the super chat. It is always highly appreciated. Hope to see you soon. I'll intend on streaming every day. The proper streaming schedule will be published in the community tab very, very soon. Wet blending? Not in this heat. Oh yeah, right, of course. Like during the summer, I did experience like some issues with wet blending myself, yeah. Though of course, you know, not as bad as you're describing it, gosh dang. Alright. Okay, I'm calling. Look, boss, it's an alien. Did I miss anything? No. Okay. A little bit lighter here on the top. I do want to be able to make out the individual parts of the armor as well. Not only like the most highlighted parts. Alrighty, right. Okay, I think with the green we're honestly, as we say in Germany, in the green. Hang on, you need to say that in English as well, don't you? My wet palette paper dries up in under an hour? Damn. Well, at least it still works with a wet palette. I don't have to use one, because the temperatures here allow for me just blending up the stuff on a paper towel without it drying too quickly. Though, like, the drawback though for me is that this flat does get rather moist. I don't know how else to describe it. So yeah, we do have some problem with that. Very humid. That's what it's probably best described as. Come on. Yeah. Can't wait to get up the beige and paint over some of this stuff. I'm sorry, a what? Yeah, I'm mixing up all my stuff on a paper towel. Hang on. Let me show you. Right here. On a regular paper towel. That's where I mixed up the mid-green tone, that's where I'm mixing up the darker green tones, here is where I mixed up the lighter green tones. Do you not approve? Hang on, I need to quickly search for the reference image that I used. Let's just activate full face cam now. Sorry. He's not endorsing my entertainment. Sorry, have I missed something? Did you get what's it called? Did you get censored again? Did I miss a chat? And Rice does not approve. Oh well, too bad. You even wrote me, really? You even wrote me on Instagram. Where's you? Well, again, I'm sorry for taking so long. Alright, this guy is just green and gold. Okay. Okay, with like some reddish accents as well. Okay. For everybody who wants to see, this is the reference image I'm working with today. So again, you know, the illustration, and you can see the splotchy paint job basically also one-to-one in here. Very nice. By Warhammer40k Best Of. By Frederick Bertrand Hudon, this particular illustration. Very nice, very nice. I'd be a very happy man if I could whip up something like that. Alright, back to the painting. Whew. Hang on. I do have some coffee here as well. Hang on. Alright. Fred is an awesome artist. Oh, you know him. Or you have seen pictures of him. That's cool. It's my first time seeing him today. So, next, I think we should go with the gold, actually. Yes, and I do want to start with... What do I want to start with? Maybe some Gehenna's gold? Yeah, I actually do want to have a little bit of a true metallic golden gradient, which is something I really haven't done in a very long time. So I'm very intrigued to see how this will go. I didn't shake this guy enough, hang on. And also we have to think about what we want to do for the ornaments and the insignia, right? So the pauldrons I definitely do want to have in like a nice gold color. Being very careful not to hit anything that shouldn't be hit. There we go. Should do a Sprite Marine? Yeah. If they sponsor one of my episodes, then sure. No, I should do a Fanta Marine. Would go right in hand with my Imperial Fists. And also would be a German brand. There was a time though where I really enjoyed drinking Sprite. Like more than Coke. It's been a very long time. And I don't like it as much anymore, but back then, like for child me, Sprite was great. Anyone want a Sprite Cranberry? You know what? I think I actually know what that is. I think I've actually tasted one of those. Must say, not that big of a fan. Like it really tastes as artificial as it gets. Again, for child me, that was quite nice, because you also couldn't get anything more sugary or sugar tasting than that. But now it's actually too much. I've grown out of it. My taste did change. For better or for worse, I can't really say, but it's definitely different. The time of me drinking Sprite is long over. He does look like a Plague Marine, dang. I just reached into one of my storage boxes and broke a power sword off a Space Marine. No! Dang, I hope you can recover. Like, broke at like a glue point, or broke as like snapped in half or something? That's rough, man. My condolences. Root beer the goat? I'm actually not sure if I ever had root beer. Or what that even would be in German. My 2023 Christmas Marines head broke off. Oh no! What is happening to y'all's miniatures? Funnily enough, my girlfriend called me when she was at university today. Like during lunch, basically. We talked a bit. And while I was talking, I was basically like turning this miniature in my hand, like to just get a better look at it. After it was dry from the primer. And it fell out of my hand and like slammed onto the ground with like full force. Bounced around. Was really worried, but thankfully nothing broke off, or the primer also didn't splinter. That was very, very good to see. There we go. Root beer the LeBron James. What does that mean? Tricky isn't speaking mysteries. I'm old now, Tricky. I'm already 24. Broke at the arm glue point. Super glue is currently drying. Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, super glue has the habit of drying very brittle, though. Like, it dries fast, but I do have encountered many times the problem of, like, things that I glued on with super glue breaking off rather easily. Super glue is nice. Like, I had some matches years ago where I was basically buying the miniatures a day before the match. Or like a couple of days before. And so super glue really came in clutch, making sure that I could attend the match with full force, although like just grey miniatures. But yeah. Can't recommend. Dude, I've dropped models on a tile before and barely a scratch, but I've knocked over others on my desk and they explode, what the fuck. Yeah! I definitely know that feeling as well. It's like... You missed your critical saving throw before and had a net 20 when they fell to the ground. To explain it in D&D terms, though I've never played D&D, I've played Tears, which is a German zombie apocalypse game refined by a friend of mine who played us through his own story, basically. Very cool, very well thought out as well. I played a Russian-German veteran who had the IQ of like 20 or something. Was very fun. But again, that was years ago, so long before any, you know, political shenanigans. Plastic cement for life. Oh yeah, really? Is it good? To be honest, you wouldn't like our soft drinks in America. They don't use sugar cane, but instead artificial sugar. I'd actually would like to have a taste. My sister was in America and she brought with her like a small case of like Dr. Peppers, which is something we don't really drink or have here. And that was quite interesting. Very interesting taste. Dr. Pepper cherry, I think. Not quite sure. In America, we use high fructose corn syrup, basically poison. I've heard about that. Well, maybe RFK or... Is it RFK? Maybe he'll get to that. Like, I do get every time I see, like, this menacing picture of him, like, completely in the dark. It's also always accompanied by, like, a crazy headline, like, oh yeah, companies in America are now finally banning red poison, banning red 40, which has been known to cause cancer in 40 out of 80 cases. Like, you know, stuff like that. D&D is kick-ass with the right group. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Dr. Pepper rules. Oh my fucking god, where is it so rare these days? It is? Oh. Well, don't know. Okay, what do we do next, though? What do we do with the pauldrons? Do we paint them a different color? I put so much effort into wet blending them. I think I'll paint this pauldron black again. And this one I'll leave green and put like some insignia on there. And I'll also get some Xandri dust out to refine some stuff here and there. Should I do that? Should I do that? Should I do that? Not quite sure. I'll start with the Xandri dust. Do not go too crazy. Right away. But why? Why is Dr. Pepper so rare? I don't know. My guess would be, again, not to go too political, my guess would be taxes. No, is it taxes? Tariffs. You know, export goods and everything, right? Well. Yes, of course. So we need the Xandri dust, of course, for the parchment down here. And we need the Xandri dust for... I want to make his knee pad. No, why paint black? Also, I don't know. Because I thought it looked cool. Or maybe like a very dark brown. That could also work. Maybe more of a checkered look. Could also look cool. Should we split like this leg, this greave maybe? Like in half? Like one half beige, one half green? Or dark? Not quite sure on that. Sorry for moving it around so much. Dr. Pepper became rare before I left school. Definitely not a recent thing. Okay, that's good then. Which company is he? Oh, good question. I don't know. I roughly know the company colors for the Ultramarines, but I don't know the company colors for the Dark Angels. I don't know. Like, I think if we were going off of Ultramarine companies, this guy would be second company, right? With the golden trim. I don't really know though. I think I'll also paint like one of his tassets. Oh, should I? Maybe not. Should I? Not quite sure. Difficult. Could also paint like... Should I split the pauldron in half? Would that look cool? I mean, it puts so much effort in the blending though. I think I'll split his entire greave right alongside here. Like the entire thing. And I'll paint the inside beige. Hang on, this actually requires a little bit more focus. So I'll have a little look at the chat in a second. Alright. That should be good. Second company is Ravenwing. Oh yeah, right. Bingo. Tech support. The generic brand for Dr. Pepper is Mr. Pepper. They took away his medical license. Really? Oh. That's kind of funny. Yep. That way you know you're getting something premium. Maybe he's just LARPing though, you know? It's like when you meet a doctor... When you meet like your doctor in like a grocery aisle at the supermarket, you know? Even if you have questions, like medical questions, he'll just tell you, hey man, I'm not a doctor right now, just a regular civilian. I think I need to bring some beige up though. I mean, I do have like some beige down here now. Maybe I should do the pauldron beige, if not black. He's working on a 2047 company. He does tech support. Oh yeah? You think? 2047? What's that for? What does that number mean? Can speaking in riddles. I do need to bring some beige up though. Maybe we should split the pauldron the same way we split his greaves. Looks okay. If you are brave, make him 4th company, lols. I need to Google that. What does it look like? Hang on. I'm gonna head over to the screen. Let's try that. Fourth company. What is that? I've heard a lot of doctors and nurses in America live in apartments and can't afford to buy houses. This reminds me of like this one meme video with like a solid snake. Tell me, Snake, is it true that in America hordes of pigs can show up from nowhere and terrorize the populace? Amazing! But yeah, I mean, we've all heard that, right? Insignia of the 4th Company. Battle of Montharax. Oh, that's just, okay. Notable members, no. 4th Company is the one of the chapter's battle companies. Okay, whatever. Do we have some images? Images. No, not really. That's just all regular. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And the thing that I have heard from America, are we just slowly drifting up into politics? I'm not sure. The one thing I do want to say though is that apparently like some nurses have found out like a little bit of a hack where they can basically quit their job as a nurse, then reapply at the hospital as like a like an independent traveling nurse or something. So they basically stay working at the same job, but they can get like higher wages that way. I don't know, that's something I've heard during COVID. Again, should we split this? Should we do this pauldron in beige? I think it would look worse with the golden trim though. I could also do just the insignia beige, maybe that would already balance out the entire composition. For the last time, Dr. Pepper has a degree in physics and science. Oh yeah? He's not a medical doctor? Who is Dr. Pepper, by the way? That being said, we do have our very own doctor in Germany as well. He's called Dr. Oetker. And he makes yogurts and pizza. And I think that was it. He probably does more, but... Oh no, he also does the Benjamin Blümchen-Torte. Oh yeah. Ach, a delight. A culinary delight. If you had that at your child's birthday party, you'd rock for sure. Maybe an independent contractor nurse. I've never heard of that. Nurses bill the patients directly and the hospital doesn't have to pay. Holy moly. Well, I don't know. There's a good chance that I've misunderstood what people were trying to tell me back in the day. So Mr. J, what company shall he be, eh? I don't know. I don't know, the way that Dark Angel companies are organized. I think we'll hold off on giving this guy like company insignia for now. I will take tomorrow to learn about like the organization of the Dark Angel Legion, and then I'll after the fact introduce him to a company. And I think the beige rocks. I think that works out really nicely. So we'll definitely stay with the beige, and I'll paint his. Should we paint his chest aquila? Should we paint that gold, or should we paint him beige? Bruder, it's as simple as the knee pad. Oh yeah, that's it pretty much. All right. Yeah, I don't know, maybe there are cooler insignia though. I do want to know all my options before committing to something. Oh. Bone color? Alright. Bone chest, please? Alright. Very unanimous, very much unanimously in the chat. Alrighty. Then we'll do that. Right. Let me take care to not get the paint anywhere where it shouldn't be. You know what also always is a really cool look as well? When these kind of like Space Marines have their Aquila, maybe that sounds a little bit heretical, but when they have the Aquila shaved off, I think the smooth chest always is such a cool look. Makes the whole thing look a lot more tactical, which is a little bit maybe sounds a little bit hypocritical to say from me, coming from me especially, the one who has always advocated for more lavishly decorated miniatures. But I just think, I don't know, either go in completely with the decorations or just leave even more out. The current level is not okay. No, the current level is also fine, but you know. Alright, this is why I prefer sub-assembly. At this point the paint would be more difficult. That's true, that's true. But I've made the experience that if I paint things and stuff, things in sub-assembly, oftentimes the paint gets like messed up during the gluing process. So either paint gets in the way of the glue, or I get like some glue on my fingers, so when I touch the miniature, the glue rips off like a layer of paint, or you know, all of that sort. So yeah, I don't know, I'm very torn on that, and that's why I basically tend to not do it. I'll just paint it. Oh, sorry. Blurry, yep, sorry. Autofocus LED, yep. Sorry. That was very bad out of focus as well. And then what should we do for his undergarment? Like this part. I always forget the name, like some sort of carapace as well. What should we do with that? Maybe like a dark brown or something? Hang on, what does the reference image say? Can we see it? I think it's metally. Thanks, Uvu. Alright. Glad to help. Glad to be of service. Maybe some metal actually would go kinda hard. Hang on. I'll take out a dark true metallic silver. Like some proper, like, regular lead belcher. Let's see if that's a good idea or not. The sword that broke off detached after trying to dry... Hang on, what? The sword that broke off detached after trying to dry the glue. Dang, that's unfortunate. This is why I pin my swords. Really, you do? That sounds like an awful lot of effort. I've only pinned one single miniature in my life, and it was an off-brand Dwarven High King on a like riding on the back of a bear. It's the only miniature I've ever pinned, because the resin was just so god-awful to work with otherwise. Like, the dwarf would basically collapse under his own weight. I think the true metallic metal does look kind of cool. I'm also trying to not think too much about the weapon at this stage. I think the weapon might very well be next, right? What kind of plasma do we want to give him? Like regular blue, or maybe like some yellow, which would fit better to the overall like color scheme, I think. Not quite sure. And I think the metal does actually work. I think it actually works. Daniel says, oh, how you work fast with this one? Yeah, right? This was hella quick. Like, sometimes I am just cooking, huh? Cooking with gas. And glad to have you here as well. Do you think tomorrow will work out? Tomorrow or overmorrow? I asked for pink plasma earlier. Pink plasma would also go very hard. Yes. I'll let my girlfriend have the last vote, but yeah, of course. That's a very good idea. I'm sorry, did you say dwarf would collapse under his own weight? Yeah, apparently, right? Heinrich can attest to that as well, like the dwarf on the bear bag. Yeah. My only hope might be to bore holes into the arms and body and use green stuff to fuse the two holes to maintain stability. Yep. Also not too bad of an idea. What do we do though next? So I think the cable, like one of the... I did pink plasma from one of my basilisk sergeants, looks sweet. Do you have a picture? Or do you have the miniature close by to take a picture? I think it'd be cool if we were a bit Christmassy. Snow base and red lights. Ooh, that's also kind of fun. I will leave the base blank, actually, because I think I would like all of my Dark Angels, like if there were more, to have like a similar theme going on. And as long as I haven't decided on that theme, I'll leave it for now. But yeah, I mean, a wintry base would be cool. I'm scared to say it, says Tricky. Just say it with your whole chest. Will send? Send? Thanks. Alright. I think... What do you guys think about going maybe like a little bit more Iron Warrior on the coils of his energy cable for the plasma weapon? So see how, you know, it's all in segments. So what if we like did some of this and then made it more yellow? So yellow, a mixture of yellow and black. And then the upper cable red. I think that will look cool. Yes. Like a very pale yellow. Definitely have to mix that up ourselves. But that's okay. What is that color supposed to represent? Which color do you mean? The red that Heinrich asked for, or the beige that I use? This color is maybe like some hazard stripes that I'm thinking of. Give it a shot, why not just paint? Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, plasma backpack window. Alright. I'll take care of that next. I do want to look a little bit for a reference though before I do that. Maybe of like a fusion reactor or something. Because I think that would be the only thing that would be appropriate for this guy. Space Marines are surprisingly enjoyable to paint. Like, really enjoyable. I really like painting this guy. So much fun. I do get why these guys are the best-selling army. Even apart from the fact that GW just pushes them so hard. I don't know what that abbreviation means. Abbreviation. Istk. I'll be real with you. I actually don't. Oh, I swear to God. I didn't know that either. Alright. Yeah. My light just gave out. Alright. Now the other side. Hang on. Has to be the right intervals. Sorry if it's a little bit blurry right now. Just when I get this done with. Done and over with. Alright. Which god chose wisely? Oh shit, yeah. The God Emperor, of course. Alright, I'll take some corn red for the cable up top. And then we'll return to the pale yellow. Mixing probably some flash kits and some Ushepti bone, I think. But yeah, I think I really like this more. This dystopian sci-fi look. Is it really that dystopian just to have like hazard stripes on your cable? I don't know if I'm maybe reading too much into it, but I do like everything looking more technical instead of sleek. I think the original Hellblasters probably just use some true metallic silver for this kinda cable, right? Wouldn't be surprised if they did. If I have the picture in front of me. In my mind. In my mind. My commentary is a little bit out of whack today. I apologize for that. Gold plasma. Ooh, shit. That would also be an idea. Gold is kind of boring. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he doesn't mean true metallic gold, right? I'm pretty sure he means like a golden color. Wouldn't even know how I would try to capture that as like a non-metallic light kind of way. So where's my shifty bone? There it is. Shifty bone and some flash kits yellow. Alright. Okay. Maybe a little bit more yellow. And more shifty bone, damn. It's not ruined the consistency. Used too much water, damn it. Well, has to suffice. I sent 5 pics for that sergeant I mentioned. Ooh, nice. Now war plasma on the other hand. What? Yeah, I think this is the right color though. Not like too obnoxious and not too crazy as well. Alright. Of course we will have to come back to the black to get some more gray into that, to not have the contrast be too stark. But I do like what I see here. Dude, accidentally using too much water for metallic is a pain. Yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah, pretty much. It is a pain, especially when painting over any primer, really. Bumblebee? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Actually, let me take some quick break with just some true metallic gold. A different true metallic gold than we used before. This one is a little bit colder. It's hoplite gold from Army Painter. As I do want to give the gold of his trims a little bit more depth. That's too little. I would heavily darken the yellow paint. Oh yeah? I mean, I was thinking of using a little bit of a wash anyways with the cable. So I think we'll get our darker look then. Can I, like, please stay? Thank you. Alright. Gold maybe better. You think? On the cable? Nah. Really? You think so? Oh yeah. This effect is very subtle, but I think it's quite nice. Makes the model look a little bit more interesting. Although again, it is pretty subtle. Alright, I disagree. Oh, so you think the yellow should stay as bright as it is? I think instead of darkening down the yellow, we need to brighten up the dark parts. What do you call those things hanging from his pauldron? Rosaries? These things? I'm actually not quite sure. I think I would call it like more like a reliquaries. Reliquaries, I think they're called, or something? Like small little relics? Yeah, maybe those are rosaries. I'm not too familiar with the Catholics jargon. But yeah. Eating a warp stone? Man, this is some gourmet shit. Oh, you mean warp stone, right. I think you have to write that with an A though. That specifically is a reliquary. Okay. What do we do with the extra energy pack though? Of course we want to have the window in the middle. But what do we do with the rest? Like true metallic paints? I think that's too much. That's a term I forgot. Bingo. There we go. I think if we take some true metallic silver, that would be too much. Like, at least, like, some details, of course, do get it, but not all. So I'm thinking maybe, like, just military, like, Castellan green without much glorious stuff going on. Cool, I'm helping. Oh, yes, you are. You are very much. Always good to have you here. Oh my gosh, we're here? Yes. Let me just get the frame right. Then I'll have a quick look at a fusion reactor. As you do in the year 2024, 2025, we all have one in our garage. And after that, we'll be good to go with this thing. Looks a little bit like Militarum equipment now, but I think that's quite nice still. I am thinking though, like, you know, these things up here, like these bowls, are like some small, like, exhaust pipes, right? Exhaust vents. And this is venting the heat right on top of the, like, transformer module of his extra energy backpack. So, I don't know if that's too healthy. I think Carl would have probably thought of that. I don't know. I mean, the other one is not much better, right? So. Probably just has to work out like that. Or maybe they're just dormant. Maybe the extra heat of the power pack is fueling this backpack as well. We're back, army colors? Yeah. Carl is an idiot, so... alright. They're actually just speakers for the sick plasma music. Oh, yes, of course. That's where the Little Dark Age slowed version for all of these Space Marine edits and war edits is coming from. Of course, of course. Again, let me have a quick look at a fusion reactor. Fusion reactor. Aha! Ain't that interesting? That's I think this is pretty much what we're looking for, right? Like this thing in the middle. So we have bright edges like some oval. Oh yeah, no pink? Hang on, I'll ask my girlfriend. Dear? What kind of energy should the weapon have? Like what kind of color? Blue or pink?
I didn't see
The miniature like he himself is green.
What? I can't see
Hang
it
on.
from here. One sec.
Alright. Haha. Like this up here, basically.
Yellow.
Yellow? Yeah? Not pink?
Or pink. Maybe pink.
Maybe pink?
But not much blue.
Not blue? Okay. Then I'll try pink. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking.
Okay. My girlfriend says pink. You guys rejoice. Can I get a rejoice in the chat? W girlfriend. Okay. Painting stream. Pink? Yes, we got pink. Can I get some rejoice in the chat? Hooray! I want some hip hip hoorays. Alright. W girlfriend, let's go. Alright, for the look of this guy, we'll start with some... yeah. So it's like this color gradient, right? Baraknar burgundy, serious purple, like there's some red in there, some pink in there. A mixture of all of these colors, starting though with some Baraknar burgundy. Rejoice! For the time of the fusion bubblegum, pink is here! Yes! Okay. Almost ruined my brush there. Though, there we go. So we'll try to get this like oval shape going on. Leaving the middle very, very dark. And then getting brighter toward the edges, but of course not too bright. Hang on, let me just fill in the entire thing. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ah, come on. There we go. A little bit of dark, of like pure black in the middle. Again, I want to have this oval shape going. Oops, nope. I slipped. Damn it. Damn it. Alright. This, of course, requires a lot of focus, so please excuse me if I don't do that good of a job commentating. Commenting? Then the outside of that is like... is it? Yet? No? I think we have to skip the Sirius purple, go straight to Screamer pink, and mix it with the previously used Baraknar burgundy. Which should be a piece of cake, because after all we are doing a little bit of wet blending here. Should have picked a different brush size for that though. So, a little bit like this. I've never done anything like this, so please forgive me if it doesn't look too good. Bubble laser? No. Oh, you wanna... You do think Sirius purple is an idea? Yeah, you sure? Are you sure? Can I get like some more Baraknar burgundy, please? My paint pot is very... My paint pot is a kluntje-knieper. Okay. Sirius is so beautiful for the shading. You think? I mean, it is, but... Oh, well, you know, you're the member. I still play the old Dawn of War games, Apothecary ready. I've never played a single Dawn of War game. I am looking forward to the remastered version that apparently is on the horizon. If it's not too expensive. Like, work that in here. I mean, it does make for a nice, like, contrast. I'll do that, like, in 2 halves. And then push that up here. We'll do the glass effect once everything has cooled, like, not cooled down, but, like, dried. A little more. No, invincible. When you said, "Are you sure?" was that a reference to the show The IT Crowd? Oh yeah, no, Rice is actually correct. Yep, it was a reference to the comic slash cartoon show Invincible. Never watched the show. Basically watched the entire show through through Instagram and YouTube Shorts. And like some lore videos as well. It is a clusterfuck of a show. Holy shit, though. Now this is where everything gets interesting. Damn, actually looking nice. Okay, thank God. Okay. Of course, we need a little bit more of a lighting effect, like a glow effect. And we'll do that, though I think the paint needs to be just a little bit drier for that. One Punch Man. Invincible has such massive quality drop-offs for some of its episodes, it's insane. Like, it legit goes from good TV animation to indie YouTube animation sometimes for some reason. Yeah. I've seen that, and I've seen the talks about that. Like, some entire episodes get, like, less frames than Invincible's hair, like Mark's hair, in, like, this one scene when he gets up from getting punched by Conquest, right? Conquest is his name? I think so. And, though I have seen, like, the trailer for the new season looked very promising, so, I don't know, yeah. I think they changed studios as well, didn't they? And yeah, One Punch Man, of course, is rough. That's all I say, it's rough. Okay, before we do the energy on the Hellblaster itself, though, I think we need to paint the weapon itself. Do we paint green as well? I've seen some Dark Angels sporting red weapons, though I think that would look too wild. That would go too far, I think. Could also just paint it gray, or leave the chassis black and paint the rest gray. I think we can leave the chassis black and paint the other stuff maybe maybe white. Not quite sure. I don't want to go yellow. I don't want to go green as well. I don't want to go green either. I'll try some light grey. I'll try some Dawnstone. Purple. Yeah, sure. Where's Omni-Man? Dementia hits. Where's Omni-Man? Yeah, there have been some great memes with the Invincible show. I've enjoyed them quite a lot. And how YouTube indie animations are better. Yeah. And yes, the One Punch Man, like the first season, had insanely good animation. I really liked that one. Juan? Juan? Please don't fall for it again. They pulled that with the last trailer. They just gaslight you into thinking it will be good. Yeah, I mean, check my sergeant for reference. Bingo, yes, of course. Completely forgot. You sent them via Instagram, didn't you? You did send them via Instagram, didn't you? Oh yeah. Okay. Share. Right. Can I just go further? No, I can't. That's a very grimdark painting scheme. Is it a Dark Angel as well? Very classic, right? This is like Firstborn Marines, right? Looks almost like he's made from tin. Is he tin? That's an oldie? Oh yeah. An oldie but goldie though. Nice armor pattern though as well. Like not only the armor itself, like the model, but the paint job as well. Nice one, should be a Vanguard veteran. Oh, it's Finecast, dang. And hi nobody, by the way. I see that you have already subscribed for a month. Like a membership for a month. That's crazy. It's crazy seeing all the different like badges in the chat right now. Thank you very much to everybody who's subscribed to the membership and is receiving literally nothing. I'm so sorry. I mean that bone white is cool as well, yeah. Though I think it also works with the rest of the model aesthetic. I'm not sure if it would work necessarily as good with the green that we are currently using, right? So yeah. But yeah, hi man, how you doing? Tomorrow I will post the address of my PO box, so you guys will finally be able to send me stuff. I wish I just had one for existing. I wish I just had one for existing? What do you mean? There we go. Maybe some bone white. I think that maybe the chassis in bone white would look cool. I don't know. You know what? With the green though, I think the weapon should look a little bit more different than the rest. I think it should look different. Oh, let's figure that out in a second. I'll just move on with something different so we don't stay just stuck in place while we think about it. Yes. You know it's also gotten crazy expensive? Because everybody's always talking about Games Workshop getting more expensive. Lego. I think this doesn't come as news to anybody. But, you know, I'm quite sure my brother doesn't watch this stream, so I can freely talk about it. I got my brother a Christmas present. Like a birthday present, because he has his birthday right before Christmas, more or less. And I wanted to get him like something out of Lego. And new Lego sets are insane. Like I tried to get like a price estimate like from Lego. I used their gift guide. And I said, yeah, okay, show me something between 20 to 50 bucks, right? And the sets were they were nice, okay? Like the display sets, they were alright. But hot diggity damn that they charge. Oh no, that was in the €100 price range. Yeah, okay, now the Lego has completely lost the plot. Red is always classic, but it'll clash with the pink. Yeah, I think so too. Dude, Lego ouch. Every boy hobby is getting more and more expensive. Yeah. My girlfriend got me a Lego Lamborghini Countach for my birthday. I was the happiest man alive. Hey, nice. Yeah. I did try to ask my girlfriend more directly what she wishes for, like if she has any wishes for Christmas. because I couldn't really think of anything. But then she told me that she literally couldn't even say it herself. Like, she has no wishes. Need to think very hard. And come up with something rather quick as well. Oops, sorry. Lego sets are consistently 3 times as expensive than I would spend on them? Yes, pretty much. Like, hot dang. Especially their, like, display stuff. And also, Lego has, again, like, completely lost the plot. I haven't even realized that until, like, some Lego fans told me about it. But rarely, very rarely, their sets have, like, alternative builds, right? They do only have, like, the one thing that you're supposed to build, like, the one way, and no crazy other stuff. Like, I remember the days when Lego, like, each set of them had 3 ways, at least 2, to, you know, put these building blocks together to get, like, a nice playset. And now you have to go online and search for, like, alternate builds to see what maybe other people have come up with. It's crazy. Not a fan, not a fan. So yeah. With Lego, it's also kind of like with streaming websites, where I do have, like, no qualms about getting, like, third-party miniatures, third-party sets from, like, other distributors, which have, like, thrice the amount of Lego, at least, for the money that you spend on it. Didn't tell my girlfriend, but I got a die-cast model for her car for Christmas. Ooh. And very nice, very nice. Is there an explanation as to why Lego is so expensive? Manufacturing, advertising, distribution? The one big factor are definitely the licenses. Like, Lego nowadays doesn't really do much without a license. So that's where a lot of the money goes. And they're also just overpricing their stuff. I think Lego, for multiple times, like in the past years, like in the past, like maybe 12 years or something, they hit the bankruptcy threshold multiple times. And I think that's also one reason for them to jack up the prices so much. No sympathy though. Not really. I do like Lego, I do love them. And I did really like them as a kid. But if you continue to put out shit sets for an insane amount of money, then you don't have to, you know, wonder too hard why you're getting, like, why nobody's buying, right? Generally speaking, the creator and technic lines only have alt builds. Oh yeah. Greed and profit margin chasing. Yes, yes. Lego Legolas. I'm actually surprised that they don't have, like, a bust of him or something. Alright. And now it's time to continue with the window, I think. Everything but the Hellblaster itself. Anything but the Hellblaster. I do need a little bit something to drink, hang on. Legless Lego Legolas? Hell yeah. On Twitch now. Dayhunter DX08. Good scheme, thank you. Good painting scheme, thank you very much. Glad you like it. Glad to see somebody joining in on Twitch. Hello, hello. What brings you here? First time chatter? Nice. What project are you working on, and did you have a good start into your week? I do very much hope so. Rice just saying, bruh. Legless Legolas letting go of Lego Legolas. Of Lego Legolas. His left hand is still black, by the way. Is it? Oh yeah! I mean, it's a very dark green, but yeah. Whoops. Whoops. Hang on, let me mix up some pure white scar with the Screamer pink that we're looking for. And some more Screamer Pink on the upper end. To get like yet another mid-tone. Again, all mixing them up on my paper towel. Because I can't be bothered to fix my wet palette. Lol, trust me to spot the details and nitpicks. I mean, hey, it's very cool, you know? The only thing that this tells me is that my camera is actually good enough to even show you these details, you know? That's good. Am I tweaking or do you have a German accent? Oh, dang, man, spot on, yeah. Guten Abend. Willkommen. I can't do anything to conceal it, can I? Even the short I brought out today, I paid so much attention to hide my German accent. Not necessarily because I'm ashamed of it, but, you know, when I speak English, I do try to do it in a manner that hopefully makes me sound like a native speaker. I can't do anything about it, can I? Hang on, a very fine line for the plasma coils. This is not the final stage of this. Was geht? Are you German as well? It has to be the time zone, right? I can't imagine why I'm getting so many Germans in my chat. Ja, bin aus dem Süden. Oh, shit. Ich bin aus NRW gerade. Nicht aus NRW, aber ich bin gerade in NRW. But after that it'll get back to the north. I sound borderline American compared to my fellow South Africans. Dude that actually looks sick. Bingo, hey. Okay, I think we'll do one more, like one brighter stage. And then I'm happy to maybe leave that. Maybe I'll do some more finer work off camera because I don't want to stick too long around here. So, what armies do you play? Ooh, well, play might be a stretch. The only thing I play nowadays are like Kill Team and Warcry. And but apart from that, I do mostly play Astra Militarum for 40k, and High Elves for Old World. Oh, I messed that all up. Shit. High Elves for Old World, and for Age of Sigmar, I don't necessarily have like any one army. I think I have like equal parts Luminev, Cities of Sigmar, and what's their face? Stormcast Eternals. Though, well, again, play is maybe saying a bit much. Focus, focus, focus. Hocus pocus, there is pizza on your focus. Hey, there we go. Good call for the window. Oh yeah. Checky the Clown actually, like, he had a very good idea. Very nice, I'm glad that he pushed that. And the fusion reactor thing, I think, also looks rather nice. Again, I think I'll do more off camera on that, like more finer work. But yeah, as it stands, it's very nice. I do like it. Only thing I play is my mental stability when I look at my backlog. Can't wait for the Discord server, very excited. Ooh yeah. I am very excited as well. I aim to have it ready tomorrow, because like, again, I told you it would be ready tomorrow, so I'm trying to stick to that. I don't want to be known for being late with everything. A James30 says hello. Hi. How you doing? Welcome to the 1st of December and this very first miniature, a Dark Angel Hellblaster. For the first door that we opened on this advent calendar. Alright, now I think it's time for the weapon though. And also, slowly, oh wow, we've already been on it for 2 hours. Dang, it's also time to wrap up soon. Get some lead belcher on here. I am fine, and you? Oh, I'm very fine. Shit, if you've seen my latest short on YouTube, you also know why, because my girlfriend surprised me with a huge advent calendar that she made herself, which is where I got this miniature from. She packed up, yeah, pretty much 24 Warhammer miniatures herself in like little small paper pouches and hung them to the wall of our apartment for me to find for this advent calendar. So this was like a mutual idea. It was a mutual idea to stream every day for Christmas and do like an advent calendar special, but I was not at all prepared for her to take matters into her own hand and prepare the advent calendar herself. That was incredible. I'm so hype. Like that was so sweet from her. And that's why I take so much pride and time to finish these guys. I also want to make sure that each and every miniature is worthy to be remembered, right? Ooh, that's nice. Oh yeah. She's a keeper for real? Oh, definitely. Bro, if your girlfriend makes you a 40k advent calendar, she's the one. Would wish something like that too. Oh, definitely. Definitely. I definitely am. I've completely lucked out. Whatever I did in life to deserve that, I'm happy that everything worked out like that. She really is the sweetest. And I hope she heard that. But yeah, that was very cute. Me and my girlfriend are too poor for that, but she's a kick-ass cook. Aww. I mean, that's great as well. Like having someone to surprise you with like a nice meal or something. It's so good. But yeah. I'm also like thinking about, dang, she must have spent so much money on that. It's not like we're like top earners or anything. Like, dang, I make YouTube part-time, right? So yeah, that should tell you everything about our income. So yeah, that's another component that makes me just like appreciate it all the more. Not that I wouldn't otherwise, but that's just crazy. I'm glad it's a longer stream today, as I'm only able to listen it in during my work meeting breaks. Yeah, that as well. That's why I'm also happy to do it like a little bit later than usual. So my American homies, mostly you, Vash, but also like some other people, have the chance to chime in a little bit later. Maybe there'll be also a real like a proper night stream on Friday. So during the time slot of like maybe 3 AM or something, like CET. Though I have to, that'll be a little bit of a spontaneous decision. Because I'll have to ask my girlfriend how tired she's feeling on that day. Because I know like she never woke from a stream. She never awoke. But she, you know, I don't want to compromise her sleeping schedule or quality of sleep. Just for one more stream, right? That's the drawback of a one-room apartment. America, haha. Oh yeah. Gotta accommodate my American homies as well. Especially Vash, who's such a loyal member of the audience, always chiming in during work, leaving the stream on and everything. That's I highly appreciate that, yeah. James said, it's probably good for me because I live in Australia. Oh yeah, really? Dang. Wow. All the way from down under. Holy shit. Appreciate it very much. You coming in here. Always fun to hear where all of you guys are from. Never gets old. Never gets old, trust me. Vash says, US proud and loud, phew. Hell yeah. Should be proud. Maybe I'll come to the US next year, I'm not quite sure. Because you guys do celebrate like 250-year anniversary of your nation, right? And I heard some rumors of like something called the Great American State Fair. And that does sound like some sort of like Weltausstellung or something. And that's like a once in a generation moment. Like we don't really do that, like we don't really see that anymore. And I would love if I could get the chance to go there. Already saving up to hopefully have the chance. That being said, there's also going to be a Warhammer Open event next year. I think in April, in the Netherlands. So very close to me. So maybe I'll be able to, you know, set up shop there. Or at least get there. And maybe like meet some of you guys. Currently thinking about it. Would be cool. Yes, this part has to be non-metallic, true metallic metal as well. Rice asks James, will you smile and hand me a Vegemite sandwich? Vegemite? What is Vegemite again? I know the name and I know it's like some sort of syrup, right? Or like something you put on your bread? Always forget what it is though. And there's also like a version of Vegemite in the US that's also quite known. And I've heard people like compare the two. Never heard either one though. Bash says we got fairs for any occasion, and yeah, the 40k events are always huge. But Vegas sucks, so don't go there. Oh yeah, I couldn't go there. Like Vegas is like, it's also like way too far away for me. I'm happy to just join in via stream. Though my sister was there, and my brother as well. Dang, everybody was there except for me. Please someone tell me they get that joke. I get it half. I get it halfway. Is that like good enough? There we go. Vegemite is basically the saltiest thing on the planet. Ooh, really? I think I saw it one time. I thought it would be rather sweet, like acorn syrup or something. Oh yeah, now I see it too. The hand is completely black. Dang, completely missed that. James says, I will see what I can do for you. Where do you live? I also came from a land down under. Oh yeah? Okay, what do we do with the blaster though? Now it's time to make a decision. Do we go bone color? Do we go bone color? Are we boned? I don't want to go with the red. I think the red is like the accent color here is already enough. Don't want to go with yellow either. The energy is already going to be pink. Some burgundy would be too much. Some green would be not enough. I mean, maybe Caliban green. Maybe we can go green, but like a different green, you know? Yeah. I'll try that. Like a fresh green, right? Where women row and men plunder. Hell yeah. Such a good song. I like that song as a kid, and I do like the song now. Would that clash with the pink though? Nah, fuck it. Yeah, come on, fuck it. We'll do Caliban green as the base coat, then some Capellite green as like a highlighting layer. That's too much green though, isn't it? Nah, I don't want to commit. I don't want to commit, no. It's too much green, it's green and green, the whole silhouette is messed up. Get that shit off of there. Anybody got any ideas for the Hellblaster itself? Originally I thought red, but now I don't really want to do that anymore. And the energy coils itself, they'll be painted green. What music do you hear? Right now I'm listening to jazz, but not too jazzy on YouTube. Very nice, very good for streams and like longer stuff like this. And apart from that, I do really enjoy like, I pretty much enjoy everything. And when I say that, I mean pretty much everything. I do like Roger Cicero. Very nice, very fun songs. And I do enjoy, now that Christmas is coming up, like all the classic Christmas songs, like, yeah. And like from like the classics to 2010, 12, like that realm, right? The green is way too watered down. Oh yeah, no, it is, I just removed it with water. So what you're seeing now is the rest that is left over. This is not supposed to look like that. I literally just removed it. I don't want to have it anymore. Yeah, Rice is actually spot on. If you enjoy everything, would it also include black metal? I knew that you would ask that. I thought if I should include that beforehand. But yeah, the answer is no. Black with fire? Oh, you mean like the classic? Huh. Just got back, are you trying to change the green? Oh, no. I just thinking of a color for the Hellblaster. Lord of the Rings ambient music works for me while painting. Ooh, that's also nice. I do really like Skyrim ambient music as well for painting. And I used to play that for streams quite a lot. We're not getting any further though. Let me try some bone color, you know? Like the accent color that we are already using. Maybe that's something. Just some classic Xandri dust. So pretty much as Rice yeah, I think that's cool. So pretty much what Rice showed me earlier on. This brush does not have a good tip. Have to use a different one. We'll start with the Xandri dust, and then we'll go over to Ushop the bone and maybe some palette white flesh. Yeah, and we'll go all the way over here, why not? Including the hand grip on the top. Because why not? I have a ref, you want black with fire? Hot rod style for a weapon? Oh really? Sure, shoot it my way. I think for today I will commit to this bone color. But maybe next time, maybe tomorrow already. Who knows? We'll paint something else every day now. Now is really a time where I try to do as much content as I can. Like, not necessarily as I can, because I could do maybe more. But, and there will come another time where I do have a couple of months to really, you know, shoot everything I can. But, oops, sorry. But, yeah, the plan is basically to do a stream every day, a short every day. And then after Christmas, just continue on with the daily shorts to get me more time for long form videos. Which of course on the 20th of December I do want to release one more short long form video. For the year, the great community project sponsored by the audience member Slow 2x2s. Great thing that he did that. So stick around. And by the way, for everybody, I see a couple of new people here as well. I do have a little bit of a small giveaway coming up. Not necessarily as a way to fetch for more subs, because you don't need to be a sub, you just need to leave a comment. And yeah, if you're looking for a nice grey knight on your shelf, maybe. You know, keep your eyes peeled for when I say leave a comment under here to get an entry. Send, view at casual time. Right. Beige is also normal military weapon color. Oh yeah, you're right. Yes, yes, yes. That's probably why it looks so good. You're right, you're spot on. Do I need to paint the lower part here as well? Yeah, probably. Sorry if you guys can't see this very well. Not gonna lie, that plasma weapon does vibe in beige. Yeah. I think we made the right call. Or rather, you made the right call. I think you were one of the guys, one of the handful of people who recommended the beige. And it worked very nicely for your miniature as well. By the way, also for all of the new people watching, if you guys have something like a project or a miniature that you are quite proud of, for example, or that you're struggling with, please be sure to take a picture and send it my way. I'm happy to have a look right on stream and, you know, chime in with my 2 pennies. Keep the grip black, I think. Yeah, 100%. I think the barrel down here, like the underbarrel, should be a proper like true metallic silver again. Though I do want to darken that down, maybe with like a black wash, so not even nuln oil, but like proper, just like black acrylic paint, watered down. The Discord will be coming soon, so we can even have a few people giving advice. Oh yeah, that's true.
How far along are you?
I think I'll be done in like 20 minutes. You good at that? I can wrap up now.
No.
Okay. Love you. Oops. Hey. Maybe a casual community rating critique vid on stream or sometime. Oh yeah, definitely. I do plan a lot more like community events, like having a look at eBay together, maybe like every 2 months or something, like a community just showcase and stuff like that, you know, all of that. I would love to do that. I think those are just so much fun. I really enjoyed, like, for example, with PewDiePie, his like Le Y and Fridays with PewDiePie and stuff, like just seeing what the community of his was up to. Such fun. I really enjoyed that. And I hope I can do something similar. Alright. Now, considering that, you know, I should probably wrap up soon, I think I'll wait for the base coat to dry of this weapon, and then we'll invest some time in the lighting effect, and then I think we'll be done. Maybe a casual... Oh yeah, hang on, I read that already. Yes. Really, like, the window on the back is quite nice. Reminds me a little bit of the Helldivers backpack that they released a couple of updates ago. Like, what was it again? Control Group, I think? The Battle Pass? Not Battle Pass, no, I mean, kind of a Battle Pass, right? Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, shit. I think tomorrow I'll have to start with Injustra, like, properly as well. I have all the pre-work done. I've taken all the footage of her before, like, our restoration attempt. And now I just really need to commit to one of my ideas for her and set that into motion. Rice says, yeah, I'm totally stealing that window idea for the future. Oh yeah, please do. I'll leave some more photos in the community tab soon. It looks like the all-seeing eye from the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I did think of something similar as well. Like, not too crazy, of course, the eyelid in the middle, like the iris. Not the iris, the pupil is missing, but yeah, pretty much. Finally the hand, yeah. You were right when you said that, so, you know, it was pretty much about time that I took care of that. Alright, getting some Ushapti bone to get done with a little more of this stuff down here. Like the greaves and everything. The greaves and the knee pad. Just a little bit of this stuff. Of course, the green has like, I don't know what, 5 different values going on. Not gonna do that for the beige now. That will go a little far. But yeah, just like a little bit. And then I'll refine the rest off stream. Off camera. Tomorrow. There we go. Okay. Oops, sorry. Then the parchment. Oh, we don't have... Like, it didn't catch the purity seal either. Hang on. Can't have that. Once I'm done with the paper, I'll pick out some corn red. Kind of ironic that corn red of all colors is the one that I like using most for my like for purity seals in general, right? But is what it is. No, not Mephiston. Corn. Alright, nobody's saying, okay, so gonna be here tomorrow as well then. Alright, nice. Hopefully. Would really like to see you here again. Like, that goes for anybody. Or I'd like to see all of you again tomorrow. Jan, did you post the PO box anywhere yet? No, that post is coming tomorrow. Yes. Simply because I just do want to like design a nice graphic for it to make the picture itself look appealing. But yes, I'll try to have that one up tomorrow, like 2 o'clock or something. Maybe earlier. Probably earlier. And then you'll have the address to send the great demon engine to. Oh, there we go. What time are you gonna start? Tomorrow? Tomorrow I'll start at the regular time. We just started Tuesday, so 6 p.m., 6:15, you know, around there. I'll see if I can. I do have school tomorrow. Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, you know, just catch me whenever. I'm just happy to see you again, whatever time is most convenient for you. And now that I'm streaming every day for the next 2 weeks, you know, 3 weeks, you'll have plenty of time to catch me again. The streaming schedule, like the proper groundwork streaming schedule, will also be posted very soon. Like, maybe tomorrow, maybe overmorrow. I don't want to drown you guys in community posts right away. Probably, like, on Wednesday. Maybe also, though, next week. I need to make sure that everything works out with my girlfriend. Do wanna, of course, make sure I can do that. Am I the only gardener here? What do you mean, gardener? Are you a gardener as well? Oh, is anyone else interested in gardening? Sorry, I didn't see that. Didn't see that coming at all. My brother is a gardener. Like, professionally. He has his own small gardening business. Like, one-man business. Very cool. Hang on, I'll zoom a little bit further out. I do like gardening as well. I just don't have a garden. One-room apartment in the city, you know? There's only so much gardening you can do. I have friends who, you know, are planting some of those special grass, if you know what I mean. That's like the only thing that you can do in them small apartments. But I do have a tomato plant over there. Sprouted from a single seed of a tomato that I missed like washing from the tablecloth. Like it sprouted wrapped inside the tablecloth. And because we were gone for a couple of days, like when we came back, it like had like fully grown like some roots and everything. And I was like, dang, if you're that determined, then let me get a plant pot for you. And yeah, that was it basically. Now I have a tomato plant. And it even has like some tomatoes, so I don't know. Like that's crazy. Alright. Well, the place I work at is very much gardening and growing and wellness oriented. Oh, right. I've currently got 4 different sunflower cultivars growing. What kind of tomato is that? Good lord. God's strongest warrior? Yeah, right. That's crazy. Like, you get yourself a houseplant, right? You try to care for it, right? Everything has to be perfect. And it still dies within a week. And then you got, like, tomato plants like that who fully sprout from literally nothing. Just the moist tablecloth that I forgot to, you know, clean properly. Breaking the shape of this stuff. It's been a long time since I've painted plasma weapons, so this might look a lot rougher than it needs to be. How does this look? That tomato thinks it's a potato? Oh yeah. Okay. I think for the lenses I'll just do a very light green, though maybe not today. I actually have to look up the reference for that. Of course, looking up the goat himself, which is of course me. No, sorry. Great recommendations, of course. El Miniaturista. Of course, and then Plasma. How did he do it again? I think I took that video as an example. I don't know actually. I think that's one. Hang on. Where's the... Aha. There we go. Okay, how did he do it? One of my Nigerian oilseed is currently outperforming the rest of my selection. That said, my Tara Humaras are more reliable germinators. I like your funny words, Magic Man. Don't necessarily know what that means though. Hang on, that's actually not the right tutorial, I think. I think that's more it. El Miniaturista mentioned? Oh yeah, that guy goes so hard. Oh, it actually is like some sort of a Hellblaster Marine, right? But without the cool cable. Halo, yeah, okay, so he does that. Don't care. Is it really that? That Clone High reference? Yeah. Well spotted. Color grade, nah, that's also like with airbrush. He did do, I think this one? Yeah, okay, brushed plasma. Yeah, there we go, okay. So doing that, like some overbrushing, some rough overbrushing, then some white, okay. And then some lighter colors. I think I can do that. I was able to do that once, should be able to do it again. Back to the painting stream, back to some jazz. Okay. Let's get this guy going. Let's finish him up. What did we want to do? Yeah, I think we have to do the same colors as we used on the back, right? Meaning some Afterburner Burgundy. What did we do? Screamer Pink? Screamer Pink, right? Where's Screamer Pink? There we go. And some Sirius Purple I think we did as well. I think we should somewhat wash that in there. Or like overbrush that in there. Hang on, I need a damp brush. With a little bit of that stuff. And then we do just like him. Also, what are you doing for the eyes? I'm thinking just like very light green lenses, you know, like a lime green or something. I think that's the proper way to do it. How are you, my dear? Tired? Alright, I'll finish up quickly. Alright. Yes. So... just like this. Maybe we won't get the color right just today. Probably not. With plasma, if I remember correctly, like, I think I have to get into it again. So it'll be a bit of a back and forth. Also, side note, Sirius Purple always gets me because my OC's name is Xeris. So half the time I just say Xeris Purple instead of Sirius Purple. Oh, is that so? Sirius Purple is always funny to me because I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it actually, like properly. I say Sirius Purple in the English, you know, when talking English. And I say Xerois Purple when I say German, when I speak German. So yeah, that's the way I've called it as a child. So who really knows what the right name for it is?
Oh no.
What? Oh, the Kartoffelstampf, right? Yeah. If it's still good, I'll eat it. You don't think so? Damn it. I was so hungry all day. I could have eaten that any time. Damn it. Completely forgot.
I really forgot about it.
Yeah. Me too. What a coincidence. No, you pronounce it correct in English? Okay, good. Good. Okay. And now... I think I'll just layer in a small streak of pink horror. I think I should get myself like my oil paints, but I have them on the other side of the room, so that would take too much time. I think it's also time to wrap up, right? We've been streaming for 2.5 hours which is a very, very nice time. Though because I started so late, I don't want to keep my girlfriend waiting for too long, you know? Yeah, but I love you, I want to get into bed with you. I want to cuddle. Yes, yeah, I did just say that. It's time for cuddles. Okay, I'm man enough to admit that. What?
I love you. I love you.
Alright. So, very, very rudimentary. My girlfriend went to sleep about an hour ago. Precious little thing. Well, yeah, that's what they are. Your bottle? Here. You mean this one? Coffee bottle? Oh, this one's also here. I don't know what that's. Hang on.
Drinking before bedtime.
Yep, more coffee before bedtime. Always gets me to sleep very nicely. Alright, very rudimentary plasma, very dirty. Though I don't really want to wait for the paint to dry to get in the last, you know, nice highlights. If we would have started a little bit earlier, I would not mind painting for a little longer at all. Though I think I'll just, you know, finish this marine off camera and await you tomorrow with whatever my girlfriend has planned next for us. Very cool. Okay, I think good start. With the beige weapon, maybe I would have gone for a little bit less beige on the legs down here. Of course, there's a lot of stuff still unfinished. Mainly the weapon, the eye lenses, and I think the backpack looks very nice though. And again, always remember to give your minis a very nice back, because that's what you'll be seeing for most of the game, right? Okay. Very nice, very strong start. I'll show the entire process, whatever, tomorrow. as I'll have time to do that. Alright. Guys, thank you so very much for hanging out with me tonight on the 1st of December. I hope you had lots of time. Start on time tomorrow. Oh yeah, I will. No worries. Though I will have to also to finish earlier, right? Because I want to make dinner for my girlfriend. Yeah, you guys are already saying it. EP time. Bye, bye, bye. Let's keep the intro short today. Oh wow, wow! Look at this. Okay, maybe there are some drawbacks to mixing stuff up on your tablecloth, on your paper towel. Damn it! Thanks for the stream, lad. Pleasure as always. Oh man, pleasure streaming to you guys. All right, have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow on the 2nd episode of our Advent calendar. And until then, have a great night. See ya. Bye bye.